Okay, so today we will be I'll be teaching you how to create an HDR photo using Photoshop. Um, to do this, you would already have had to take a picture with three different exposure levels. So that's actually three pictures with three different exposure levels. Digital SLRs tend to have this setting built in, and I can possibly do a video showing how to do that. I probably will. Um, but if not, or if you already know how to do that, then you're all set up for this tutorial. So I have my three photos here. Um, they were taken at I'm trying to remember because I think it's like a month ago. But the exposure levels were probably, it looks like -1, 0, and +1. So this is definitely +1. This one is 0. Oh no, this one is 0, and this one is -1. So you can see it's the exact same photo, just at three different exposure levels. So what we're going to do is use Photoshop to combine them. So we go to File, open up Photoshop, go to File, go to Automate, and then go down to Merge to HDR Pro. And then a dialog box should come up. There we go. And just click Browse. I put the files on my desktop, so I'm going to have to browse to my desktop to find them. Okay, there we are. And then Shift and select the three photos and press Open. Okay, and then we press OK. Photoshop is going to work in the background now and try and figure out the picture that you took and merge all three. And then it should open up a HDR tab, or not tab, little window I should say rather, with a picture merged, and allows for some settings for you to make the photo look really cool. There we go. So now on the preset, I just play with the settings. So for instance, for something like this, I would probably start off with surrealistic, high contrast. And there we go, we get a nice high contrast looking photo. That looks pretty surrealistic. And I just wanted to see what photorealistic looks like, high contrast, just to compare. I don't like this as much. I like when the colors pop. So I would actually increase the saturation to let the greens look greener, the blues look bluer, and everything, just to see how that looks. There we go. Looks very colorful and bright and pretty. And then possibly increase the shadows, which are the dark spots, like right here. Let's try 100%. Looks good. The highlights are the spots like right here, the solar panel, and right around the window. That will just make it a little bit brighter. So let's see what that does. I don't like when it looks too bright, so I might just drop this down. Yeah, it looks really bright. So let's drop this down to 0 and see how that looks. Looks a little bit better at 0. So the detail is how sharp the picture looks. So we can try to bump that down and then bump it up to see the difference. This looks a little bit more smooth. and this looks very sharp. So somewhere in the middle. 218. That's fine. Exposure is how bright it is. We can bump that down a little bit. And gamma, let's see. Yep, that looks fine. I don't like this dark spot, so I'm going to bump down the gamma a little bit to see what it does. Okay, it's gone. Now let's check the edge glow and just see what the radius does if I increase it. Too much. Okay, looks good. Press OK, which for me is enter, because this thing is way too big. And there you have it, your first HDR photo.